So we are here in Sanger, California, getting ready to flush out this Rinnai V75 water heater. Actually, we're already in the process of it. We got about another 20 minutes left into it. Has an isolation valve in place, which is nice. It also has the shut off to the home directly beneath the unit, and also shut off to filtration, so it kind of isolates it. Anyway, so we've got 3 gallons distilled white vinegar, 5-gallon bucket, got the pump plugged in. So it's right now, it's about halfway done. The V75 is the value series. That's the bottom of the line. It doesn't mean that it's not a good unit. It just simply means there's no other added features, you know, like remote controls, flush kit. So that flush kit was separate. It was installed. Whoever originally installed this put one in, which is nice. And it's hard piped into the home with copper, which is excellent. So drip leg on the gas line coming out, which is good. A little shut-off valve. Would have preferred to see an iron pipe stubbed out instead of black. That corrodes out in the weather, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. And they have a drip leg on the, or a dirt leg on the gas line as well, and the full 3/4 supply. So we've gone ahead and got this going. Everything looks good so far. Still got lots of good flow, which says that heat exchanger is doing real good. Not a lot of buildup, so either they've maintained it, or my guess is that the water heater is post filter. Hopefully that's the way. I mean, I didn't plumb it, so I don't know. But it seems like this hard water down here, it came in and they immediately popped it out there. They didn't pipe over to the water heater first, which would be kind of dumb. But I'm assuming they came up here with the loop first, which allowed them to go through the sediment filter and then through the water conditioning treatment, the water filtration equipment here. The first one I think is a whole house filter. The second one is a softener. Let's see where it says. I think maybe on the side it should. Nope, just in that outlet. But this, yep, conditioner, and the other one's a filter. Yep. So this is the softening equipment, or conditioning. It's not a real softener, but it conditions the water to get rid of the calcium and the magnesium, and then it loops back into the house here on this side. So that's the conditioned water. Hard water out, conditioned water in, and then it comes over here, I would imagine, and pipes out cold water into the unit, and then of course hot water from here back into the home. So they did it right. This is the way to do it. So many homes we go to, we look at it, and the water main is on the opposite side of the building where the gas comes in. You can see the propane comes in right there. Nice big, looks like 1.25 to maybe even 1.5 inch line right there with a shut-off valve. So they got it all central in the same location, so it made it real nice for all your equipment to go right here. And of course it's covered. It's out of the rain, so that's nice as well. We did replace the sediment filter. We've got the spun, the spiral wound cartridge that goes in there, that goes with the Pelican system. And so we reused the O-ring that was in there. It was in great shape. Sometimes you get that on there wrong and it pops off the side, and when you're spinning it, it twists and kinks that rubber gasket, the O-ring that's in there. This one was in great shape. So we just took some plumber's grease, lubed it back up, reinstalled it, put it back in, and so that's back online. Water is back onto the home, with the exception of the hot water. So cold water is live in the home. No hot water yet because we're still flushing out the unit. And the filter that we had come out of there, quite a bit of buildup. It looks to me like it's probably I'm going to say iron. I mean, I'm not sure what else. I mean, the only other thing that causes that discoloration is going to be rust in iron pipe. Potentially at your well, you've got some iron pipe. Most wells do. Most well installers don't come out and put copper out there. It's just too expensive. And copper, when it blew, you know, if you ever get any residue out of there, it's typically a grayish color or a black, but typically like a real light gray, and then it goes away right away. Iron pipe breaks down, and then you'll get the rust colored through the home. And seems like the filtration should take care of the discoloration, at least the filter, not the softener. I can't remember what they all treat as far as conditioning, but I know that when it's done, the Pelican claims that's 100% pure, well, 99% pure drinking water, so that's good. Anyway, so I'm going to guess that it's iron. You got iron in your well water. A lot of the wells, of course, I don't do a lot of work out here in Sanger, but I know a lot of the wells that I work on in Fresno and Clovis, they got a high iron content, and That's what they use. They actually put a separate, like a big blue, like you can see this one. They put one right next to it just for iron, but it's their setup and it's been working for them. So there's the empty bottles of vinegar, the old cartridge, and so that's back online. About another 15 minutes. We'll let this flush out, and when we get done, we'll go ahead and run some cold water through the unit to flush out the unit, because it's going to hold, I don't know, a half a gallon or something of vinegar in that unit. We don't want it to blow into the house, so what we'll do is we'll leave the hot side open. We'll disconnect the pump and the cold side, turn the water back onto the unit, and blow all of this vinegar back out of this hot hose, and get it all flushed and cleaned out, and then go ahead and turn it back onto the home. Outside of that, this service call is done.